Diamond P Sports presents from the National Hot Rod Association Championship Drag Racing, the 21st annual running of the Winston World Finals. Speeds in excess of 260 miles an hour, elapsed times in less than 6 seconds. Championship Drag Racing from the NHRA.
Well, it sure seems ironic. The youngest racing the oldest one more time.
He calls me the wolf because he knows how hungry I am. He's been my hero forever, but I sure want this win.
Odds are sure getting in his favor.
That old man has beaten me 3 times this year. I got to get him at least once.
I got one thing on my side. The car has been running good.
I think the car is right, but geez, Scarlett's car is always there.
Big Daddy, just hang in there. Don't make any mistakes, because the wolf is after you.
Easy now. Don't blow it. One mistake, and it'll be too late. He'll be gone.
Lord, make it a nice, safe run. Don't let anybody get hurt. Let the best car win.
This is the Los Angeles County Fairgrounds in Pomona, California, and this is the 21st Annual Winston World Finals. Hello, everybody. I'm Dave McClelland along with Steve Evans, and we're presenting this World Finals plus a special event within an event. The first ever Cragar-Weld Wheel Top Fuel Classic, bringing together 8 of the best top fuel dragsters from throughout the United States. All season long, these racers have been qualifying to earn the right to compete in this single event today. 8 cars going for $30,000 in top prizes. Being introduced to the overflow crowd are our 8 competitors. They have worked long and hard for this moment. The cars, a work of art. They would grace any car show, but today they are the quickest and fastest accelerating motor vehicles in the world. The top fuel dragsters of NHRA Championship Drag Racing. Here are your competitors. The number 1 qualifier, the reigning world champion, Joe Amato. The number 2 qualifier, Don Garlitz, the man that has already locked himself in to that Winston World title for this season. Gary Ormsby, the number 3 qualifier, and rounding out the top half of the field, longtime veteran Connie Coletta. In the number 5 qualifying spot in the Cragar Top Fuel Weld Wheel Classic is Darrell Gwynn, the youngster, such a rising star. Another veteran in the number 6 spot is Bill Mullins. You can see how close they are by the points they earn throughout the season. The veteran Gary Beck in the number 7 spot, and making the field in the number 8 position, Dick LaHaye. There you have the competitors for the Cragar Top Fuel Classic. Cragar and Weld Wheel combining to post the qualifying cash throughout the season, plus the awards that will be going today, with $30,000 to the winner of this Top Fuel Classic. Our 8 qualified cars are set to go, and here is the first pair. It is Connie Coletta in the near lane. In the far lane will be Dick LaHaye. Both drivers hailing from the state of Michigan. Coletta, sponsored by his own Coletta Flying Services entry, while Dick LaHaye, along with his daughter Kim, campaign as a totally independent team. There is no big sponsor dollars riding behind Dick LaHaye, but he is one of the most successful top fuel racers this season. Coming in the number 8 qualifying spot, racing against the number 4 qualifier. By virtue of his qualifying position, Coletta has lane choice. As the cars creep forward, they're getting into the staging beams, and the starter will throw the switch at his discretion. It's a green light start, and both cars leave the starting line at the same time, but Coletta stretching ahead at the finish. It is Coletta by over a car length. Elapsed time for Coletta, 5.58 seconds, 256 miles an hour as he defeats handily Dick LaHaye. Let's take a look again and see just how it happened. It was a fairly equal start coming off the starting line, but by the time they reached the finish line, 1,320 feet away, Coletta had stretched his lead to over a car length and takes that all-important first-round win. He's now in the semifinals. Our next pair of cars, 2 Garys, Gary Ormsby and Gary Beck. Beck, driving the Miller American Special, owned by Larry Miner, now lives in Hemet, California. He is a former Winston World Champion. He is a former U.S. Nationals Champion. Gary Ormsby has his share of national event victories out of Roseville, California, and is highly regarded and is considered one of the cars to beat in this Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic. Ormsby in the near lane, Beck in the far lane. All the work completed by the crews. It's up to the drivers at this point. Their concentration is totally on their starting line technique, trying to get the advantage off the starting line over their competitor. And it is a great start. Look at Beck. He just launches right ahead, but here comes Ormsby. It's going to be a close race, but the start by Gary Beck pays off at the finish line. His elapsed time actually slower than Ormsby. But you can see Beck's car, that Miller American Special, just squirt off the starting line. He instantly pulls to about a half a car length advantage and continues to maintain it through the quarter mile. His elapsed time was 5.58 seconds, Ormsby 5.57 seconds. Our next pair, this is Joe Amato from Old Forge, Pennsylvania. Amato will be racing the veteran Bill Mullins, driving for John Kerry. Amato is the reigning Winston World Champion. He won it all one season ago, but comes in second place this year behind Don Garlits. For Bill Mullins, he's got one of the fastest cars in all of drag racing, this John Kerry entry. Kerry, one of the premier diesel mechanics in the world today, decided to go top fuel racing, and he has constructed an awesome ride for his driver, Bill Mullins. For Joe Amato, he also is one of those exclusive few that have run over 264 miles an hour in the TRW Hurst Keystone Special. Amato is also the class of this Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic field. He came in the #1 qualifier and would love to win it. Bill Mullen, though, trying to stop him here in the first round. Amato, with the lane choice, has taken the lane nearest the camera. Into the staging beams and a green light start. It is Amato easily outdistancing Bill Mullins. And Amato's time, 5.57 seconds at 255 miles an hour, one of the quicker elapsed times of qualifying and eliminations here at this Winston World Finals. You can see it was right from the starting line that Joe Amato took home this first round victory. Just a puff of tire smoke off of Bill Mullins' tires, and that's all Joe Amato needed. Here is the matchup that everyone has been waiting for. The grand old man of Top Fuel Racing, the man that has already won the Top Fuel World Championship this season, against the Wolf. Don Garlits against Darrell Gwynn. Two DGs, both hailing from the state of Florida. One 53 years old, that's Don Garlits. Driving the Super Shops In-N-Out Burger Special from Ocala, Florida, Garlits and Malone teaming up to battle the Gwynn family. From Miami, Florida, 23-year-old Darrell Gwynn against 53-year-old Don Garlits. The legend against the rising star. 3 times this season they have met in competition in NHRA Championship drag racing events, and 3 times Don Garlits has come out the victor. Darrell Gwynn wants this race. Well, now he's got his chance. Garlits, the #2 qualifier in the Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic in the near lane. A great start for both drivers, but Garlits begins to pull ahead. Some engine problems for Darrell Gwynn, and Garlits wins it at 266 miles an hour. Low ET thus far of the Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic at 5.48 seconds. As we look again, you see both drivers just locked together as they leave that starting line. A few hundred feet out, they're side by side. But at the finish line, it's problems for Darrell Gwynn. Garlits wins going away. That sets up our semifinals for the Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic. Joe Amato against Gary Beck, with Amato having lane choice. Don Garlits versus Connie Coletta, with Garlits having lane choice. We'll be coming back to more action in the Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic and also the Winston World Finals in a few moments. But this race, the Winston World Finals, has traveled from various racetracks around the country since its inception back in 1965 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just in a little flashback, let me tell you what happened back in 1965. Maynard Rupp won Top Fuel Eliminator. His speed was 200 miles an hour. His elapsed time, 7.82 seconds. There was a class called Top Gas Eliminator in those days. Jim Minnick was the winner. He went 8:27 at 178 miles an hour. And nowadays, they're doing that with carbureted and automatic transmission Econorails. Here we go in the Cragar Top Fuel Classic. This is Joe Amato, the reigning world champion. He will be racing Gary Beck. Both drivers, only 100th of a second apart in their first round wins, are considered to be two of the best in the country. Beck has had a long dry spell, though. It was since mid-season a year ago that Gary Beck won an NHRA Top Fuel title. For Joe Amato, last season, the crowning glory of a long career in the sport of championship drag racing, advancing through the sportsman categories to Top Fuel. In his third season of full-time Top Fuel racing, Joe Amato won the Winston World Champion title. Gary Beck, driving that Miller American car of Larry Minor, finished number 2 in the world last season. So on the starting line here in this Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic, the two best cars in Top Fuel racing a year ago. Amato, showing the form that won him the Winston World Champion title, streaks ahead of a tire-smoking Gary Beck, and Joe Amato very consistent, 5.50 seconds, 258 miles an hour. And if you ever wonder what tire smoke and tire slippage does, just watch what happens to Gary Beck. They both leave at the same time when that green light comes on, but there the tires are spinning on Gary Beck's car, and Joe Amato just forges ahead and takes the win to propel him into the finals of the Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic. He is one win away from $30,000. But that win will not come easily, because either one of our next two competitors will be a tough man to beat. Two of the longtime veterans of Top Fuel racing, Connie Coletta in the far lane, and this man, Big Daddy Don Garlits, the man that has already won the Winston World Champion title for 1985. In his march to that championship, Garlits set an all-time NHRA record of winning 6 national events in one season, now standing at the top of the record book in that category. Garlits and Coletta, those two names go back to the very start of Top Fuel racing. If you look in the record books, their matchups in the early and mid-60s were legendary, and here they are today, both drivers at the top of their game in 1985. Garlits, a picture of concentration. He will be in the near lane. In the far lane is Coletta, and Coletta up in smoke, losing traction right off the start, and it is Garlits all the way through to the finish line with a 5.46 seconds, the low elapsed time of our Cragar-Weld Wheel eliminations. His speed over 264 miles an hour. You see the tire smoke. Second car in a row in that lane. Gary Beck did it just a few moments ago. Now Coletta, as the lane nearest the camera, appears to be providing the traction, and that sets up the final for Don Garlits with lane choice over Joe Amato for $30,000 in the Cragar-Weld Wheel Top Fuel Classic. Our look back into the history of the Winston World Finals takes us back to 1969, and this is Dallas International Motor Speedway, one of the finest racing facilities ever constructed anywhere in the United States. This was the home of the Winston World Finals in 1969 and 1970. A huge turnout of cars and spectators. The spectators thrilling to the exploits of Steve Carboni, winner of Top Fuel at 6.71 seconds. Speeds now upwards of 207 miles an hour plus. But the real story came in Super Eliminator. The world champion that year was a man from Miami, Florida, driving a roadster powered by a Chevrolet. His name was Jerry Gwynn. Jerry Gwynn is the father of the Wolf, Darrell Gwynn, who is one of the rising stars in the sport of Top Fuel racing. That was back in 1969. A look back at the Winston World Championship. On the starting line, the finals of the Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic. In the near lane is Big Daddy Don Garlits. He is the man that has won the 1985 Winston World Champion title. He is racing the current title holder from Old Forge, Pennsylvania in the TRW Keystone Hearst Special. That is Joe Amato in the far lane. Amato has got to contend with the fact that the last two cars down that lane have smoked the tires, but not Amato. Look at him. He's got a half a car length lead over Garlits. And it is Joe Amato with the upset win. And the Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic going to Joe Amato, 5.51 seconds at 255 miles an hour. Jerry Amato, Joe's wife, congratulating the crew and anybody else nearby as a tremendous victory for Joe Amato over the man that has dominated Top Fuel racing, Big Daddy Don Garlits. Let's go back and look and see just how it happened. Off the starting line, both drivers appear to leave the line side by side. In fact, it's almost identical reaction times. But Amato's car pulls ahead by about a half a car length, and Joe continues to hold on. Even though some engine problems set in, 1/2 car length, that's all the difference. The margin of victory for the man in the red fire suit and the red helmet. Joe Amato coming over to shake the hand of Don Garlits after a tremendous drag race. $30,000 richer. Joe Amato, the winner of the Cragar-Weld Wheel Classic. All of this action has also been part of qualifying for the Winston World Finals, and the qualifying for the past few days has